Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Solo Black 313. And today, as you can see, I have the windshield attached to my Honda Shadow Ace. And that only means one thing. It can only mean one thing, a road trip. Yep. It's Saturday, the 20th, 2021. It's 12 o'clock, and I feel like a steak dinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Chicago for a steak dinner. And not just any restaurant. No, 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 no. I'm going to the Weber Grill in Chicago. Now, you guys know I live in Detroit. Chicago's about a 4-hour drive from Detroit. So I'm going to gas up, get some cash, and go to Chicago to the Weber Grill and have dinner. Now, as you can see, the ST1300 is all taken apart. Got new wheels and bearings coming from that. That's the bike I really wanted to take on this trip, but that's all right. That's the good part of having two bikes. All right, so hey, Solo Black 313, rise and ride. Let's go to Chicago.
Check the mic and make sure it sounds right.
We're all gassed up and we're ready to go. So let's hit the road to Chicago. Guys, here we are in Chicago, Illinois, at my favorite place, Starbucks. I got 45 minutes to make it over to the Weber Grill restaurant to get my I don't know what I'm gonna have. I might have prime rib, I might have T-bone, but more than likely I'll get me a nice ribeye. So when I get over to the restaurant, I'll get back with you guys. All right, hey guys, made it to the Weber Grill, Chicago, Illinois. Just ordered my dinner. I'm getting a ribeye, a salad, and a loaded potato. As soon as the food comes, I'll get back with you guys. All right, Solo Black 313, and I'm out. What is up, everybody? It's your main man, Solo Black 313, and I am in Portage, Indiana. I just left Chicago, Illinois, and had a fantastic time. As you know, I went to the Weber Grill restaurant in Chicago, and the food was fantastic. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But right now, I guess you're asking, why are you in Portage, Indiana? Well, after I left the Weber Grill, I called a friend of mine and who lives in Chicago, and she met me downtown, and we took a tour and we kind of hung out. Now, some people don't want to be on YouTube. I asked her if she would like to be, in the segment, and she said no. So there's not going to be a whole lot of video. Well, there'll be no video with her in it and us touring around town. But I did take a few still shots that I'm going to incorporate into the video. So I got up this morning at 6:30 and I did a little bit of putzing around the house, and then I prepped the bike because I knew I wanted to come to Chicago. And by the time I got finished taking care of all my running and prepping of the bike and taking care of a few little things, it was about 12 o'clock. So I got on the road about 12:15. Now I made it to Chicago at like really 4:30. I mean, I made it to Chicago from Detroit at 4:30, and my reservations for the Weber Grill was at 5:30. But man, to find parking in Chicago was crazy. So I rode around, stopped at Starbucks, found me a structure to park in. The rest is history. I parked. So, like I say, after I had dinner at the Weber Grill and my friend came downtown and met, I stayed a little bit longer than I was going to stay because I was going to turn right around and come back to Detroit. But as things had, we were having such a good time, I just didn't get a chance to leave. So I started driving, and then when I got to riding the bike, and when I got to Portage, Indiana, you know, I was kind of tired. I don't know if you can see it by my eyes, but I was kind of tired. So I pulled in, and I am at a Days Inn in Portage, Indiana. So I got a slice of cheesecake, and I have all my equipment charging, my phone, my action cameras, my cell phone, and my helmet. I want to be all charged up for tomorrow's trip back to Detroit. All right, there's the comfy bed, king size. So I'm going to end this one for the day, and then I'll catch you guys in the morning. So this is Solo Black 313, Rise and Ride, and I'll see you guys in the morning for the trip back to Detroit, Michigan. Well, how's it going, everybody? As you can see, I made it back to Detroit in one piece. Just took a shower and had a shave and cut my hair, and life is good. Life is good again. All right, let's talk about the trip from Detroit to Chicago to go to the Weber Steakhouse. Well, first of all, let's talk about how the bike handled. The bike handled great. I don't know if you remember, I spoke about a month ago, I installed new tires on my Honda Shadow, and it handled really, really, really great. And so now let's talk about the things that I think you should have on a trip like, you know, going long distance. The first thing I think everyone should have is a Bluetooth helmet. Whether it's an external communication Bluetooth device or one like in my Senna Outrush Bluetooth helmet or my Freedcom BM12 helmet. Both those helmets have internal Bluetooth built in, which gives me the capability of answering my phone, making a phone call, and on a long trip I can play via Bluetooth my Pandora or Spotify. And on a trip like that, you know, when you're going by yourself, having the ability to have music is an awesome thing. The next thing I think a long distance trip requires is some kind of throttle lock if you don't already have a cruise control. Now, on my Honda Shadow, of course, it didn't come with any kind of cruise control, so I installed a throttle lock, and I'll put a picture of that up. I think I paid like, you know, $15, $16 for that particular one. But what makes it so strange, I have my ST1300, which is a sport tourer, and you would think Honda would have installed a cruise control on that particular bike, but they didn't. So once again, I bought an external throttle lock for my ST1300, and it just makes traveling so much better. And thirdly, what I recommend everybody to have when they're taking a long distance trip is a windshield. Now, I myself am not a fan of windshields. On my Honda Shadow, when I'm driving locally in Detroit, I never have a windshield on. But if you're going to take a long distance trip, you better have a windshield, man, because the wind's hitting you in your chest and it's hitting you in your face and it's hitting you at the top of the helmet. My windshield, I think it's a Mustang windshield, and I got complete protection from the wind. The buffeting makes the drive so much more enjoyable. But like I say, when I'm in Detroit and I'm driving on the street, I do not like, this is my personal opinion, I don't like windshields on cruisers. That's just, you know, my thing. I don't like it. I just don't like windshields. All right, so now let's talk about the experience at the Weber Grill. The wait staff was phenomenal. I mean, the atmosphere was phenomenal. My waiter, his name was Mike, and I didn't catch his last name, but we took a picture together, and I've already put it in the video. He was fantastic. The bus boy, or I don't know if it's the right politically correct phrasing of a jobs person, so I'll just add him into the wait staff. The guy that cleaned the tables. I mean, everybody there was awesome, professional, and they made me feel really, really comfortable. Now let's talk about the atmosphere of the Weber Grill. The atmosphere, like I say, in conjunction with the wait staff and everything was fine. There's actually, like, I want to call it like 3 sections to the Weber Grill in Chicago. I sat in the back because I had made my reservations earlier that day. So normally where I sat, they have private parties, and they actually did have a couple of parties there. They had 2 couples that was celebrating a wedding anniversary, and they had another table of about 8 or 9 people that was celebrating a birthday. And so it was really, really nice. Now, was the steak from the Weber Grill superior to any other steak I've had? Absolutely not. There's a steakhouse here in Detroit called Capers, and Capers sells steaks by the ounce. But you don't get the ambiance. You don't get the one-on-one table assistance. Now, they have tables and chairs, but due to Corona right now, they're only doing takeout. There's a difference between Capers and the Weber Grill. The Weber Grill is set up downtown Chicago. It's a very touristy place, whereas Capers, it's on a main drag called Gratiot Avenue. But the quality of meat is the same. Now, I've gone to some steakhouses and it was just horrible, and I'm not going to mention those names. But I put Capers up to the Weber Grill any day. Like I say, you're just paying for the ambiance of the Weber Grill and the history of the Weber Grill. The Weber Grill, there's a statue in the lobby of Mr. Weber, and if I'm not mistaken, and there's a whole history there, but I saw this on PBS. I think Mr. Weber, his first business was where he made buoys. You know, those buoys that float out in the ocean and river that, you know, have flashing lights and have certain colors that mark certain parts about the water body that it sits in. That's what he started off doing, and I think basically he took one of those buoys one day, cut it in half, and there's your Weber Grill. Do more research to make sure I'm right. All right. Now let's get to some things that I really like talking about, and that's the price of a trip. Okay, first of all, the total trip from Detroit to Chicago and back was 610 miles round trip, and it was basically 4 hours there and 4 hours back. I filled up a total for the round trip of 6 times, 3 times going to Chicago and 3 times back. And my tank is a 3.7 gallon gas tank, and the gas price for filling up those 6 times was $46. Now, as you know, I stopped in Portage, Indiana to catch a room because I left Chicago like 6 hours later than I was supposed to do, and I spent the night at a Days Inn, and that Days Inn was $70. Now, to get in Chicago and to get out of Chicago, they have toll bridges, toll booths, and I forgot about that. So my total toll price, I think, was like $12, $6 in, and then $6 out of Chicago. Once I got to downtown Chicago, the parking was $25, and so the grand total for my whole trip was $253. That's with the toll, the gas, the parking, my dinner, plus tips, and so I think that was it. And had I left earlier, like I was, 5 hours earlier, I wouldn't have had to get the hotel. So that means I wouldn't have had to pay $70 for the hotel stay from like 12 to, I think I left at 10. And so the price of the trip without the hotel for gas and everything else would have been $163. And so that's not bad for me. 160. Well, let's go to the total price. $253 was the price of the whole trip, the way it came out. And I had a great time. I had a really, really great time. So I'm planning to do a trip every other month. Now, the 3 trips that I have that I'm thinking about doing, the first one will be I will leave Detroit and go to the New England area for a bowl of you-know-what, clam chowder, New England clam chowder. So the second trip I'm thinking about doing from Detroit to Philly steak cheese. And then the third trip I'm thinking about taking is to Georgia for, you guessed it, a bag of Georgia peaches. So maybe you guys can help me out to decide on my next trip by leaving it in the comments below. And then I'll pick one or from the comments if I get enough, or I'll just go ahead and do one and then I'll announce it in a future video the next time I take a spontaneous road trip from Detroit to somewhere in America. All right, this is Solo Black 313. If you enjoyed this video, it would be a great help to me if you would like it and subscribe and leave a comment. Leave a comment about the 3 trips I talked about: the New England area for clam chowder, Philly for Philly steak cheese, or Georgia for a bag of Georgia peaches. And I think that'll be a new segment that I would do, and I think it would turn out to be great, and I'll take you guys along with me. All right, this has been Solo Black 313. Rise and ride. God bless you, and stay safe.